Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good day to Dr. Malia. So we are from team number 3. For the negotiation video, we choose the topic for negotiation 3, the squatter issue, where the team A will represent the official, the government official, and team B will be the squatters representative. So this is a team member, and we will start now. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good day. My name is Muhammad Iskandar. I am the representative of the ministry. I'm here accompanied by my fellow colleagues right now, Mr. Fakri, the member of the parliament, and Mr. Azri, the representative from the Kuala Lumpur City Hall. So we received an invitation for a negotiation because I heard that you guys reject our offer for the reallocation for the project recently. So we are here today to discuss about the terms and conditions for the project. So I hope that we can get an agreement today. So may I know who's on the other side for the representative? Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. Tuan Arash, as a leader of this quarters group, and Mr. Azazuddin from NGO representative also joining us, Mr. Afif, one of our residence quarters group, do not agree to the offers that has been made by the government side that is not suitable for our condition now. Also, our children would not be able to go to school. They are going now, and we as a worker would also have to travel a great distance to get to work every day.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Arash. Assalamualaikum and good morning. My name is Muhammad Fakri bin Rizwan and I am the Members Parliament of this area. I am here today to inform the importance of building the sport complex. First and foremost, the construction of the sport complex will give a lot of new job opportunity to the people. When the sport complex is done, it needs people to manage it, to make sure the sport complex work as supposed to be. This situation will lead to a new job opportunity for the people that has the inclination to work at the sport complex. Furthermore, the sport complex is the stage where permanent athlete will be born. That could be the children from the squatter here. The children could be the next star like Datuk Lee Chong Wei, Datuk Niko David, and Azizul Hasni Awang. In addition, the construction of the sport complex is introduced for the community, not for money or anything else. Hence, I hope the representative of the squatter could consider again the offer that has been given by Mr. Iskandar so that the project could start on time and benefit the community as a whole. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Muhammad Fakri. From my point of view as an NGO, why the government insists to use this land? What is the special about the land compared to the squatter misery? Do the government ever feel sympathy for them? In 1977, the City Hall of the Federal Territory, under the suggestion of the Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, established a unit named the Squatter Control and Resettlement Unit. This was the landmark that started the phenomenon of squatting in the Federal Territory. This proved that the government already accepts squatter in Malaysia. Squatter has existed in Malaysia since Malaya, as it was then called. Why government can even consider changing the location of the sport complex? Does the government have a better reason to choose the location more than care about squatter that already squatting since Independence Day? I know that government don't take their land freely, but still, what government give is not much compared what a squatter need to face in future. As stated that if they choose flat, it will be built on the outskirts of the city. Because of that, children need to change their school. Also, not to mention, they also need to find new jobs. And if they take the money, it's still not enough to find a house in a big city like a Kuala Lumpur. I would like to invite one of the residents to express his feeling about this bad news, Mr. Afif Shazrin. He's one of the victims of an unfair government that only cares about the country but not the people themselves.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Azhar. Assalamualaikum and good day, everyone. My name is Muhammad Afif Shazrin bin Sharul Anwar, and I am the current resident here.
Waalaikumsalam.
My family and I have been living here for the past 15 years, and I am able to support my family financially by running a grocery store. It may be not much, but our life must goes on. If we must get out from this land, there will be nowhere to go. I will most likely to lose my job, and my children won't be able to go to their school anymore. Plus, when losing my job, this will be a huge negative impact on how we will be living. You guys gave us about 6 months to move out, but it is not enough for us to recover. This include to find new place to live for my family. Next, to find another job in order to continue support my family, and most important, my children education. I know that right now we are against the law, but after this, I really hope at least we could make a living as for what we have here, even at new environment. I hope you guys from the government really take account about our problem. Just may I know what will you guys really want to build over there? Thank you. That's all from me.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Afif. Uh, my name is Muhammad Azri bin Azizan, and I'm the representative from the City Council. So the government have a plan to construct a multi-purpose sport complex for the community in the district. The construction around 5,000 square meter and half the total space would devote to the physical activity. And this spot or this land is important since the town population has also increased, long overcrowded and now outdated. The building can no longer keep up with the demand. Our waiting lists are growing longer and longer, and the number of complaints is rising. And for the several activities and the sports, the town is forced to rely on the schools to make up for the lack of the space. A solution that is far from perfect, as the schools and the other institutions in our town also have the issues with the capacity and dilapidation. In lack of the space in the town, and this area are perfect because of 5,000 square meter is suitable to build a sport complex. For the sake of the society, please understand that we need to build the sport complex in this area. Thank you.
We understand the benefit. But however, we still do not agree to the offers that has been made by the government side earlier because the new location is not favorable for the squatters. At least can the flat be built near the city?
Okay, thank you to the representatives of the squatters. Okay, so we understand and we are willing to compromise to assist the 200 household involved in the moving to a new environment by providing a new residence for each household and compensation. However, you made a good point earlier about the movement to the maybe location to nearer to the city. So maybe Mr. Azri, is it possible for the building for the flat to be nearer to the city?
I think there are some available land, but I'm not sure for the plan and the budget for the land. Which that under local government management, we need to ask YB Fakri for the confirmation about the available land.
Yes, there is unavailable land, but the land able is already has a plan, but to do the land. And the budget that I get from the main government is tied to do a flat near the city or at the plan that the squatters want. So I hope that Mr. Iskandar can tell the squatter that the skirt need to be at the skirt because of the budget. Thank you.
Okay, so I see that based from the discussion, so it's impossible to move the flat to a new location for the at the time moment. Maybe we can have another plan later. However, for now, may I know what the problem of the squatters in more details? Because from our investigation and analysis, I think the amount offered is enough for the um, movement and everything. However, if the squatter insists, maybe we can raise the monetary compensation a little bit, maybe around 2,000 or 3,000 per household. How does that sound? Is it agreeable?
No, we refuse to agree because this project will affect a group of 200 households that will face a really hard time to move and adapt to the new environment and does not have much money to cover the cost to move somewhere else.
Okay, so I think that's understandable. So I think from your point of view, I assume that the amount of earlier is insufficient for the cost for the movement, and also there's a lot of you that is also uninterested to move to the new flat because of the location. So maybe is it possible if we increase the monetary compensation to maybe 60,000 if those who refuse to move the flat? Mr. Fakri, can you confirm this?
Yes, 60,000 we can based on our budget.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Fakri. I think it is possible to increase more the compensation because of we also got a lot of funding from the donation and support of the locals for the project. However, and I also informed that there's also maybe not many from the squatters, but there's some that are willing to move to the new flat. I think maybe they also need money for their movement and everything. So I think it is fair to provide those who agree to move to the flat amount of 10,000. And for those who refuse, I think 60,000, as confirmed by Mr. Fakri just now, it is possible. So I think it is a fine offer, and I hope that it's a fair agreement, and we can sign agreement today for the condition.
The offer that has been made by the government side just now seem reasonable and acceptable. According to our condition, as I am not the only one who decide in this issue, so why not we ask Mr. Afif to give his opinion on the offer given.
Okay, thank you. So as the resident, I think I would agree with their decision. I would really appreciate everything the government gave us. So thank you.
Okay, so if everyone agree, maybe we can have about the NGO. Can you agree with the agreement? Is it okay? Is it fair?
Yeah, after I listen the discussion, I think the offer is quite okay because uh, as the way conversation really lead to the uh, what can I say win-win situation. It's like government have advantage and also the squatter also have advantage from the decision. So I think the that offer is suitable and okay for the squatters and also for the government.
Okay, so since we all have an agreement about the situation, I think we can sign an agreement today, and maybe you guys can plan ahead for the move and everything. We are really sorry for the inconvenience caused. However, we are doing this project for the greater good and benefit of the country and the localities too. So thank you everyone for the cooperation, and have a nice day.